Today we are going to talk about the term called torque. Torque is a physical quantity. The torque is responsible for the rotational motion of the body. In future we are going to learn about rotational motion, so that the rotational motion of any body that is purely depend on the application of the torque. Okay, so here we are going to learn about the term called torque. Look at here. If you apply a force on this scale, what happens? The scale that moves. The scale is not fixed on either end or in the middle of the scale. Is it clear? Totally, it is completely free. If you apply a force, the scale that moves. But it is not so here. Here one blade is fixed here. One rod is fixed here in one of the ends. At O, that rod is fixed. Now I am going to apply the force. I am going to apply the force exactly at point P. With the help of the screwdriver, I am going to apply the force. Look at the direction of the force. This is the direction in which the force is to be applied. So this is called line of action. So this is the line through which that force is going to be applied. So the P end is free. Are you clear? That P end, that point P is free. Here that O end is fixed. Are you clear? If you apply the force, look at the movement of the blade. That blade, it starts rotating. Are you clear? It starts rotating. Can you understand? So the application of force, that is not creating any translational motion. The application of force that creates the rotational motion. Are you clear? So that rotational motion is purely because of the torque. Now you should know where the torque acts. Where the torque acts. Look at that. Here force is a vector. Force is a vector. That force, it is acting exactly at point P. So this one to be taken as origin point O. At O, the torque is acting. Are you clear? The torque is acting because of the application of the force. Not only because of the application of the force, one more factor is also there. That point P is located r distance from O. Therefore, in between O and P, the distance must be taken as position vector. That is called as r vector. R vector and F vector. R vector and F vector both are responsible for this torque. R is a vector. Force is also a vector. Are you clear? The torque is also a vector. Where the torque acts? That is the question now. The torque is acting here. Look at that. I am showing the pen now. It is acting towards upward direction. That is towards upward direction. Are you clear? So torque is acting in this direction. Just for understanding purpose, I will show in three-dimensional motion. Okay. Look at that. Here, that force is acting in this direction. Position vector is here. The torque is acting exactly at O, at the point O. Are you clear? It is acting towards you, towards upward direction. So this is the direction of the torque. Have you understood this? Force is a vector. Position vector is also a vector. Because of this R vector and F vector, you are getting the product. That product is called as torque. So if two vectors are multiplied, you are getting a new vector, no torque vector. That's why this is the best example for vector product of two vectors. Vector product of two vectors. Are you clear? So torque is the product of R and F. Because of F and R, the new physical quantity torque can be measured. So this torque is responsible for the which one? The rotational motion of the object. Are you clear? You have to understand that. So the torque is responsible for, the torque is acting towards upward direction now. That is responsible for the rotational motion of the blade. Could you understand? Now I am going to derive the expression for the torque. I am going to derive the expression for the torque. Look at that. Now we will see the clear how it can be derived. Look at that. The torque is symbolized by the letter tau. Tau is a symbol for torque. Are you clear? Here that force, it is acting in this direction now. this force, it makes angle theta with respect to r. If the position vector is extended here, is it clear? This is the line of the position vector. This is the line of the force. In between F and R position vector, there is one angle called theta. Okay, so this one can be taken as x-axis and this one can be taken as y-axis. So here that F can be resolved into two components, F cos theta and F sin theta. Here the torque acts. The torque is acting exactly at O in the upward direction. Therefore, torque can be calculated by the simple formula. What is this? Here that R must be taken R vector, are you clear, into F vector. If the two vectors are multiplied, you will get a new vector called tau vector. Are you clear? Position vector and the force vector, if both are multiplied by vector product, you will get the new vector called, what is this, tau vector torque. Here the tau, its magnitude can be measured. How it can be measured? R F. Here, if you calculate the magnitude from the vector product, you will get the factor like this. RF sin theta you will get. In the earlier stages, you have learned that A vector into B vector, that one gives you, what is this, C vector. C vector is the product vector. If you want to get the magnitude of this one, what is the formula? C is equal to AB sin theta is the formula. AB sin theta is the formula. Here C is a C that looks like tau. A looks like R. B looks like F. Are you clear? Theta is the angle between which two? R and F. So in that format I have written. So here slightly you split the term R. Are you clear? Slightly you leave a gap here. R F sin theta. In that format we can write. So how will you get the magnitude of the torque? Here R is already there. Basically this R must be multiplied with this component. Which component? That sin theta component. That is vertical component of the F to be multiplied with R. Here torque is not contributed by which component? F cos theta component, it is not contributing anything for torque. F sin theta component, that is vertical component of the force alone contributing the result of the torque. Therefore, the real torque formula is, to calculate the magnitude of the torque, which formula must be used? Tau is equal to R F sin theta formula must be used. Are you clear? In future, are you clear? To calculate the torque, this formula must be used. Are you clear? F cos theta, it is not at all contributing anything in the creation of the torque. This torque is responsible for the rotational motion of the object. Are you clear? Here, that torque is otherwise called as moment of force. Torque is otherwise called as moment of force. Are you clear? Make a note. Moment means turning effect. Moment. What is the meaning of moment? Moment means turning effect. Are you clear? Not momentum. By mistake, don't say that momentum. Moment means turning effect. The turning effect is created by which one? A single force. So it should be called as turning effect of the force. Turning effect of the force is simply called as moment of force. That moment of force is shortly called as torque. Make a note. What is turning effect? Again, I am applying the force. Look at the turning effect created here. If you apply a force here, exactly at point P, that blade is turned. That blade is turned because of the force. Are you clear? That turning effect is called as, what is this? Torque. Otherwise, it is also called as moment of force. That moment of force or torque, it is acting in the upward direction. Make a note. It is acting towards you in the upward direction. Are you clear? Now, here, now we have to find out what are the other things about torque. With the simple formula, we can calculate. What is this? The theta is the angle between R and F. That theta that determines the magnitude of the torque. Depends on the value of theta, the magnitude of the torque also will change. Are you clear? When the tau value will be maximum? That is the question now. Are you clear? When the tau value will be maximum, theta must be equal to 90 degree. Are you clear? When the angle between r vector and f vector, are you clear? When r and f both are perpendicular to each other, theta will be equal to 90. By the time tau will be maximum. Substitute here, tau is equal to rf sin 90 instead of theta, there you substitute 90. Are you clear? So tau will be equal to rf. So therefore the maximum value of torque that can be calculated by the simple formula called, what is this, r and f, r into f, that gives you, what is this, tau max. When the tau value will be minimum, that is the next question. When the tau will be minimum, or it may be 0, clear, the r, clear, that r, if it is parallel with which one, f, if r and f both are acting parallel with one another, what will happen? Theta value will be 0. Substitute here r, f sin, instead of theta, substitute 0 here. Tau minimum will be r, f sin 0 will be 0. Therefore tau minimum will be 0. This is the lowest value. This is the highest value. Are you clear? This is the maximum value. This is the minimum value. Are you clear? So there won't be any torque when r and f are both are parallel. For example, again I will demonstrate this. I am going to demonstrate this one. I am applying a force in this direction. Look at that. R is acting in this direction. I am applying force in this direction. Look at that. This is the application of the force. F direction is acting in this direction. R is acting in this direction. Are you clear? F and R both are perpendicular to each other. Now what happens? Maximum amount of torque is acting. Are you clear? So let's see the second case. R and F both are, is it clear? Both are parallel to one another. I am applying the force in this direction. If you apply the force in this direction, there won't be any torque at all. Are you clear? If you apply the force in this direction, R is already acting in this direction, F is acting in this direction. Clear? When F is acting in this direction, there is no turning effect, there is no torque at all. So torque value will be equal to 0. Are you clear? How to get the unit? That is the next one. Okay. To calculate the unit, simple formula is there. Tau is equal to R into F is the fundamental formula. R is, what is this? Perpendicular distance. F is the force, or we can call it as distance into perpendicular force, or we can say that perpendicular distance into force. Here only one force is acting. How will you get the unit here? The unit of R is meter. The unit of F is Newton. So Newton meter is the unit of whom? Torque. Okay.